The lady, she goes to drive-thru, she gets her food, and then she goes home, I guess, and then finds out that she's been shorted 4 pieces of chicken, and she's flipping out.
I would.
Yeah, well, I mean, Kentucky Fried Chicken, right?
Yeah. That stuff's expensive.
It is expensive. So she shorted 4 pieces of chicken. She calls 911 to report this. And they tell her it's not an emergency. They can't help her. But she does it 350 times.
Dude!
Right. So we know that here in Phoenix, you call 911 twice.
Oh.
They come out to shut your ass up. Right?
They call you, too.
They'll call you back. They'll call you back. Excuse me, sir and or madam. But, yeah, I'm like, man.
Wow.
So she did all that for 4. And now, if they were missing the coleslaw, murder would have been done.
Oh, yeah.
Drive-through, you know.
Oh, yeah.
I could live with the 4 pieces of chicken.
You're okay with it, but don't mess with the man's coleslaw.
Don't mess with the coleslaw. No.
I don't do coleslaw.
Are we recording? Oh, hey.
Oh, yeah, we are, by the way.
Welcome back, folks.
Here we are.
That's Luka Cee.
Wait, I'm supposed to do it first. You always do that. You take my thunder. I'm supposed to go, that's BG.
Got things to do, man.
Oh, I'm sorry. All right.
All right. Yeah.
That's BG.
And that's Luka Cee.
And we're
the Model Car Guys
on YouTube. Yeah, that's right. That's us. We're the guys. Thanks for coming back and joining in and watching or whatever this is.
Yep.
Coming on board. We have a great shoe for you today.
I have too.
Yeah. I don't know if I cannot remember who it was. I apologize, but we got a great suggestion for a show. I think it came up over the comments on the last video.
Right.
And but we, of course, with our unpreparedness, didn't pull it up to give the person credit. Very sorry.
But we'll put your name down there.
If I find it, yes.
Yes.
Or.
There you go.
You tell them, what's the subject?
The subject is snap tight, easy builds, or slammers.
Yeah, that's right, slammer.
Oh my.
And the whole thing about snap tights, people kind of scoff at snap tights. You see, we have nothing but snap tights here to show you. And it seems to be that some modelers kind of scoff at snap kits as that's for kids.
That's the kids.
That's
stuff.
neat. I'm glad we have them, and that's kids. But actually, lots of times a snap kit is a very excellent base for an excellent model car project, and sometimes it's the only way you can get that car is through a snap.
Exactly. That was something that was holding me up a lot because I'm like, oh, I want to do a detailed build of such and such kit, but it only comes in snap tight.
Snap.
So, yeah.
Snap. Okay.
Oh, snap.
Hey, that could be the name. There's the name. There's the name. I'm sure you saw it on the thumbnail. That could be great on. Oh, snap! I don't know what that meant, but it
Like
works.
a wrecking ball.
Yeah. And so, so there's some really, really great models you can do with the snap kit. Like, just an example. I see you brought some that you built.
Yes.
But there's one that is one of my favorite. Has been on the show before.
I didn't just build these. I snapped them together. Actually, this one's more of a press fit.
Oh, okay. But yeah, the pre-Ecto.
Yeah, Ecto pre-1 or -1.
I want to get the kit, the new one that they just came out that isn't an Ecto, just to build a Beta.
The Surf
I love
Shark?
that. Yeah, I love.
So I picked up one of those.
You did pick up one of those.
Yes, I picked up one of those, and it does have different bits in there. It doesn't have all the accoutrements on the roof, type of thing, but it does have different style lights and stuff on the back here that are gigantic lumps of chrome. But you can work those and massage them, and an awesome decal pack with the shark mouth and everything.
Yeah.
Plus surfboards.
Oh,
I mean that's like the bacon to the salad.
Oh yeah, that's a good way to the bacon.
Right.
Yeah, I
like
totally
Bruce Willis in movies.
Yes.
Put Bruce Willis in movies. I'll watch it. So now that Bruce Willis isn't doing movies, I will not watch movies from now on, I suppose.
No, it's all over with for you.
I'd watch anything just in the slightest hope that he would show up someplace. Hey, that's him getting a coffee, type of thing. This movie just got better.
But then you probably liked that one scene. What was it? It was either Ocean's 12 or the Ocean's 11. One of them
like that
he just popped in because he thought that the Julia Roberts character was actually Julia Roberts.
Right.
And came over to talk to her. That was a cool scene.
Anyways. digressing.
Of course.
So now I'm thinking about bacon.
like the bacon that you modeled.
Yes.
He made model bacon
yes.
on your
I shall have to
eggplant.
bring that one time.
I know. I haven't seen it in real life person.
I would like to share that with you. It's a little chewy because it's kind of stale now. It's been 4 years, but yes, and I am very proud of my bacon because
Check this out.
Because it did win me a first place for IPMS Nationals in the humor category.
For best bacon?
Yeah, and according to a friend of mine, that makes me officially the funniest guy in IPMS for 1 year.
Wow.
Which is coming up here pretty soon.
Yeah, is. No kidding. Wow, a year goes by. Yeah, that's the thing about it. I remember when I first saw a picture of it was when you were at the show and I texted you, oh man, that bacon looks good. It's a cool thing, Yeah. But the bacon...
It's what sells it.
We just changed the title of this episode to Bacon and Snap Kits. But let's get back to Snap Kits.
Well, at least we're not shaking in bacon. All
right. Shake and bake. What the hell does that mean?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, anyways, yeah, there's really a lot of great kits. I mean, kind of shut yourself off because it's a Snap Kit. You might lose out on some things. Like, well... This kit right here, when it came out, it's the only chance of making a dually Chevy pickup, especially if you want to build a whole race thing with a trailer and a race car, because usually that's what a race thing is. It's all on a race car.
Or a horse carrier.
Yeah. And
either way,
great evidence of building a really beautiful model from a simple Snap Kit was my buddy Frank did this fantastic Sunoco truck.
That is a beautiful color.
Yeah, he knocked that one out of the ballpark. Little dually. It just and his whole plan was he was going to have a trailer and a Sunoco race car on the back of it.
Did he custom the roll pan on that, or is that?
No, it came in the kit.
Oh,
the one thing that he did, he got a stock hood. I think he used the custom grill, all the custom parts, but he didn't want to use the cowl hood that this comes. Which this comes with a cowl hood for these.
Yeah, and I don't care for that.
Exactly. It's kind of, yeah. But he just took a stock flat hood and added it just to calm the truck down. I think also the taillights, he used stock taillights. Because this thing came with what was really popular back in the 90s, those covers you put on the taillights that had the slats in it.
Yes.
And it would be body color. So,
very J.C. Whitney.
Yeah, that's probably where they, yeah. That right there that's the kit he used. And of course, there's also if you want to do a Dodge one, that's the only way you could ever do a Dodge dually.
No way. Okay.
Yeah, and that's why I bought that kit.
I actually really like that.
Yeah, excellent kits, great dualies.
I've got plans for that.
Yeah, it's a cool one. Now you got to hunt for that one, huh?
Yeah, I'm gonna hunt for that one.
Yeah,
add that to the list.
But there's one in particular. We got a lot of cool kits to show you. I don't have it. And I remember I was going to look for it at the show this past weekend. And, of course, I just didn't think about it and didn't feel like it. And you had done all my hard work and found the kit I was really looking for. Thank you.
Styrene Hunter right here.
Yeah, you are. Oh, that'd be a great show. You should do a show called The Styrene Hunter. Nice.
Yeah, it's out there now.
The Styrene Hunter.
It's out there now. I've lost it to somebody else.
Yeah, that's our. Yeah, I think I think the video just got put up. Somebody else did it.
Yes.
So, Revell put out...
I should put that on the floor.
Revell put out a Snap Kit that I never bought because I thought, well, what do I need it for? Was just, right here because I don't have one. The 70 Chevelle.
The pale blue one?
I can't remember until I'm editing this and I have the...
Oh, that one.
Yeah.
He said cleverly.
And so, from what I heard, a lot of people said...
watch the video later in order to find out what the hell we're talking about.
That's how it always works. You think we're seeing... You really think we see this right here?
Yeah.
So, this Snap Kit from Revell was a 70 Chevelle. Well, Monogram put out their 70 Chevelle. And then, of course, there was the AMT 70 Chevelle. So there were 70 Chevelles that were glue kits that had, what you needed, and an engine and all that stuff. But from what people started talking about, the Snap Kit it was the most accurate, accurate and what's the word I'm looking for? That is proportional. Proportional 70 Chevelle done. It is the nicest 70 Chevelle, and it was the snap kit. So if you want to do a really beautiful 70 Chevelle, that is actually a very good kit to start with. Or just,
so you could take that body and put it onto a more detailed chassis, perhaps.
Yeah, of course you could. Or you could just build a really beautiful. I mean, there's nothing wrong with building these snap kits, obviously, and just
having some fun.
Exactly, having some fun. That's what it's all about, right? That's the last time we talked about model cars. Was that it's about having fun.
Then you go to a show. And then it stops being fun.
then it's a blood sport.
There's a blood sport, yeah. Especially if Chuck's there.
Oh, Chuck the trophy. He did well this past weekend, but anyway.
He did well. He got a grandbaby, and all of a sudden he got loaded up with trophies. And
yep. Old Chucky Poo.
You know which one he's cradling in the shop right now. It's the trophy.
Yep.
All right, so back to reality. So this kit here, not many folks know that that's actually sort of a snap type kind of kit. It's an easy build type of thing. It actually lends itself really well to a lot of extra detailing because of the way the chassis is done on this.
Yes.
And even has springs that you have to screw them in place, but the way they engineer the kit, all that stuff is hidden up inside, so you don't see it from down below.
Oh, nice.
So I mean, the cool thing about building a Jeep is that you can do all kinds of extra things to it. I want to actually try figuring out how to scratch build a shell for it. Right?
Oh, okay.
Okay, it's just styrene stock and some transparent pieces and stuff like that. Try scratch building a hard shell for it. I thought that would be kind of a fun project to do. And what's cool about this is that scratch building technique. Cool. That would be really cool. I'm really hoping it turns out well. But the cool thing is that the build on this is so easy that you can take that extra time and energy you would have been putting into doing an engine and other detail work. That you can do other things to the actual model itself. Now, I know there's a lot of guys out there that just really get into their engine compartments and really detail those engine compartments, and that is awesome. But sometimes just hitting one of these guys here to practice a painting technique, practicing a weathering technique, do some scratch building. Yeah,
you can concentrate on something else. Like you want to concentrate on scratch building that roof.
Right.
Perfect. You don't have to worry about that.
Yeah. And then if we could cast that thing up, that would be sweet.
That would be sweet.
Especially if you could do a soft top.
That would be really cool.
That would be really cool. So, plans.
But I saw your built up of that kit. It was really, really good.
The one at the.
And nothing says you can't take these to shows. This model could be taken to a show.
This little guy right
that
here?
one right there is the exact one I was talking about. How funny that you brought it.
How 4202 is. As Mr. Haney would say. So this is a little bit different. It's got the different suspension on it and stuff. This is the Life Gird one.
Oh, yes.
I love saying that. But
Life Gird.
I did this for the 48-hour group build this last summer. And it was super fast, super fun, easy to do. I just sort of laid out my paint techniques for my paint cans for what I wanted to be, what color and stuff, and it just fell together, and it was really nice.
Yes. Yeah, it looks fantastic.
And I freaking love that color. I refer to this as mac and cheese yellow.
I like that color.
I put a New Jersey license plate on there because my buddy Craig, who hosts that 48-hour group build every year in July, is from New Jersey. So. And then on this guy here, it actually has the molded-on tread plate in the back.
Oh, yes.
Very easy to mask off and paint. Very easy to do. Or
you could put that
that foil.
Bare metal foil. That's not bare metal foil. It's MIG.
Yeah, because
foil.
that stuff has more of a metallic-y.
Yeah.
Metallic.
I really like that stuff, and it's a little thicker, but thin enough. It really forms the things, and I think you could really rub it and burnish it out.
Yeah,
it's got a pretty strong adhesive.
Good.
And you can burnish it out really good and get all the texture of the tread plate.
So I know.
So I said.
Mr. James over at Scale Model Experiment, he likes to clear over his bare metal foil. Is that stuff a little too thick to do that with?
I don't know. I will let you know because I am of the same agreements as him.
Okay.
I clear over my bare metal foil.
Good idea.
And that's what I would want to do with that because my feeling is if you do it after the clear, one, it seals the bare metal foil in.
You don't ever have to worry about that peeling off.
Exactly. But more so of, your lines here get a little filled with material when you start laying the clear out. So it's a little easier to get. Sometimes you don't have the line anymore. You could see it, but you don't have the
Well, I mean, I've gone back to detailed bodies after doing 2K clear. I'm like, I know I had a gas cap door here someplace. I know it was around here somewhere. It had to be right there. Oh, there it is. Yeah. I'm just gonna leave that. Okay, cool. That's hermetically sealed forever. But I want to talk about this one. This is
okay.
This is awesome.
Well, I have a kit bag somewhere, but I had to keep the box.
It's a kick-ass box
because it's a cool box. I hope to repair it one day. And I hope I didn't lose parts because that's what was happening. I was starting to lose parts, but I've had this kit for a long time.
It tells you on there how many parts it should have.
Yeah, it was the Tester's Blazer, which is a total snap kit, but it's really, really cool. Lifted, it's got the flares, cool tire. I mean, everything right out of the box. This builds into a really cool truck. And of course, if any of you were model builders in the '80s and remember these horrific Tester's boxes just, they were like a cereal box, and as they age, it's just so flimsy.
It was a cereal box with nothing but a toy surprise in it.
Yeah. Very good. But, and it was kind of odd. I mean, the decals, and I still have them, they're not decals, they're actually rub-ons.
Rub-ons? Really?
Yeah, they're rub-ons. They're not stickers, they're rub-ons. Very odd. It was a very odd kit. But, man, it just built into a really cool lifted four-wheel drive Blazer.
I talk about the wheels on that. They're being specific. There's got a lot of notes on there about specific things that are on the kit, like name brand things.
Jackman style chrome spoke wheels. Jackman. I don't know what. Was there a company called Jackman back in the day?
Well, I believe that's pronounced Jackman. That's one word, Jackman.
Okay. I have been learning.
So it's got the Jackman style chrome spoke wheels, big Goodyear Wrangler radial high flotation tires, does not float in water, easy cider, all chrome step side. I mean, this sounds like a lot of name brand stuff because it's all in, parentheses or quotation marks.
It was back in the days before they had to pay those people.
Did you know that a sunroof can be custom clear?
Wow.
Yeah, as opposed to the not custom opaque sunroof. Chrome roof mounted quartz lights. Wow.
Quartz lights.
And then a chrome luggage carrier with off-road gear not pictured, because I remember that, and there was a reason why it's not pictured. Blah! So my dad had this in his model stash.
Oh yeah.
And I coveted this so bad, and then when it came time for me to do my own searching online for model kits, I found this guy.
Yep, it was reissued.
A reissue, but it doesn't have the over fenders like this guy does.
And the thing, but you know what? That's kind of interesting because those are molded into the body. So
it's a completely different. So this also has a texture on the roof.
Yeah,
mine didn't. So I guess there's a couple different versions out there.
Is that actually though? Is it from the same tooling or is it a completely different tooling?
Now I'm saying I don't think it's a completely different tooling because this one was actually a AMT kit.
Yeah,
if I remember correctly.
And who the heck knows? And who the heck knows who originally did this tester? It could be a Fujimi.
A Fujimi K5.
Yeah, well, the Fujimi, was it Fujimi or one of the Japanese? Yeah, I think it was Fujimi would do weird American cars sometimes.
Okay. Well,
and they would always be over the top.
Should you know where testers got this kit from to box and package as their own, we would be fascinated to find out.
Yeah, so let us know.
You said you have this bagged?
I have it bagged.
So you'll need to dig that out.
Okay, I think I know where it's at.
And start looking at the chassis and see if there's...
we will do that after the show.
Any clues? So yeah,
and we'll let you know.
But I totally thought this was the same.
I did
kit
too. I
as
totally
this guy.
assumed that, but now we start looking at it, and it just might be that's its own world.
'Cause
Only it's its
I'm
own
looking at
snap
this.
kit.
I'm like, man, I really want those Jackman style chrome spoke wheels because it's better than these chrome wagon wheels.
Yeah,
But,
because you like the Jackman better.
I like the I'm a huge Jackman fan also.
Oh, okay.
Not-
I didn't know
not
he had any.
necessarily-
I didn't know he had a wheel company before he
Neither
was
did I.
before he was Wolverine.
Jacked up.
Snick. Got to do that.
Bump.
Well.
Anyway.
Anyways, there's a couple other cool snap kits that I want to bring attention that we don't have with us. I was speaking with that guy who is all about the throttle over at the Throttle
yeah.
Power,
Mr. Brown.
Mr. Tim Brown. So Tim and I were talking this morning, and I told him that, hey, this guy BG's coming over, and we're going to do this thing about snap kits. And we got talking about snap kits, and he talked about his favorite snap kits.
Oh.
And his favorite snap kits, let me pull it up here so I can show you, and then I'll put the picture of at least one of them right there. You see what that is?
It's a big box.
Revell put out three snap kit Kenworth. What were they? Kenworth conventionals.
W900s or something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah, and they did a Kenworth, a Peterbilt, and a Kenworth.
Oh, I've built this one.
There you go.
Yeah. Okay. So I
So
did that.
you
was
have
my
an
very
opinion.
That was my very. Oh, I have opinions. My very first big rig group build that I had joined in, I did that kit. I thought I'd go easy on myself and get something that was
Yeah.
pretty easy to deal with. Did not realize it was a snap kit or easy build kit or whatever they were calling it at the time.
Yeah, because they don't even say it. Doesn't even say snap on the box.
No. And I got the. I had to order on eBay. It was like $25 or something like that, so it wasn't that bad. And
I had three of them I had to show.
Oh. I got it and I opened up the package and I was like, "What is this?" I'm watching people on YouTube doing their big rig builds, and they're gluing the frame together and they're doing the suspension and everything. And I pull out mine and it's all one piece. I'm like, "Oh, okay." Didn't realize what I got there. But after I got done with it, it was a beautiful looking thing, and I'll send you a picture of that. Right there.
Whoa! Nice, nice job. I like that.
I'm practicing.
Getting good at it.
So, I finished that guy off, and I was pretty proud of that one. I was hooked on big rigs ever since then. So
that's what got you going with
that's
big
what got
rig.
me going. My buddy Jeff Cincanelli, he hosts that group build every year around this time, and I've got another big rig sitting on the desk waiting to go once I get that 32 done and out of there.
Yeah, I kind of am teetering on getting involved in that because I got a big rig I want to play with. But
yeah,
that's for another story.
it's another video.
That's another video.
I decided to go and dive in to the deep end of the pool on the next big rig build. I'm like, this one wasn't so bad. I did, knock that one out of the park. Okay, cool. Went for the, what is it? The white Freightliner cab over.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God. Two ends of the spectrum.
Whole nother paint job there. Huh?
Oh yeah, that's a whole nother paint job. So yeah, that's my story.
Wow. Yep.
And then this guy, this Polar Lights kit.
Yeah, I forgot about that kit.
Let's just swap this. Here.
I actually kind of want that.
It's not a bad kit. You do actually have to glue stuff, even though it says it's a press fit here and a press fit there, everywhere press fit. So
this is the retro one that came out in 05, right?
That's correct. That's why it says 2006. So
okay, 6.
The paint job on this, they actually, I think HPI guy did a video on probably everything you see on the table at least one time or another, but
including the stapler,
excluding the stapler, but the painting on this, the instructions do give you a template for that.
Oh yeah,
for that Imperial. No, that's the Imperial. The Rebel swoop on the front there from the Star Wars.
Yes.
And I'm like, that was beyond my skill level at that particular point in time. So I decided to mimic my second favorite race car livery.
Oh yeah.
This one here from the I think it was the 12 Hours of Daytona.
Yep.
I think it was 12 Hours of Daytona. But yeah, the '98 livery, and
that's the livery that Ken Miles won.
That's right. That's right. So yeah, freaking
And
love
be
that.
it that's documented in that movie that I lent you if you would watch.
Yes.
His love for these GT40s. I lent him Ford versus Ferrari 8 months ago.
3.
Right, 8 months ago, and he still hasn't watched it. And he loves those cars.
I love those cars.
Loves them. You're gonna love that movie. Everybody, in the comments below, tell BG how much you love that movie, and then he needs to watch it so that then he's watched it. Hey, now you got one over there that I really want to take a look at. That I have the kit.
This one?
Very curious. Yes,
All right. So
because they never did a kit of that. Oh, that is so cool. You made a little Cobra jet.
yeah,
That looks fantastical.
it was an easy base to start from.
Mm-hmm.
I went on Slicks Decals and got this decal set for I think $7 or $8 plus
Mhm.
shipping, of course. And I figured that the wheel and tire combo that come with this particular kit were a little on the soft side for what we were doing here. So I had a defunct 1989 Batmobile, and I stuffed those
Not
in
too
there.
bad.
Stuffed those in. I ground off the bat symbols off the, because it wasn't going to go well with the Cobra theme.
Yeah, it kind of.
Yeah.
I've
Did a pearl white.
too many
paint.
animals.
I did a pearl white paint job on this one. I thought I was ordering the decals for the one that goes in the dark blue one. I wanted to do the dark blue one. It was either
Oh,
blue
yeah.
or black, and I got
Yeah.
clicked on the wrong thing, and then ended up getting these in the mail. I'm like, I can't put these on.
See, that's actually the when I do a Cobra jet, I want to do that scheme.
Yeah?
I love the white with the
It just
black and
came
blue.
out great.
I love what it looks like.
The funny thing is that I did mess up the decals in the back because of how curved everything is.
Mm-hmm.
So I was having a hard time getting that to lay out there, but pretty good. But yeah, the fun part was getting those wheels stuffed in there. So we'll give you some pictures of that.
Yeah, definitely.
But
Right.
yeah,
Or they're just taking up the whole screen. One or the other. Depends on what I feel like doing.
the car is molded in yellow, pretty much what we see on the box lid.
It doesn't look like you had any bleed through.
No, because I did the silver technique.
Sweet.
Prime, silver, color. Or I should say prime again. I primed it in white and then silver.
Mm-hmm.
And it says here 15 to 30 minutes. Then you start doing this stuff. Now you're talking
Blow that.
days.
Blow that. Yeah. Nice. A hardcore modeler will take something simple like that and make it unsimple.
Exactly.
May I see that thing?
But of course.
See, I
It's robust.
put off for a long time when the kit came out, and I thought, well, they're going to come out with a glue kit. They're going to come out with a glue kit because this came out back in 15 when the car came
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
I love Mustangs and I love this car, and been looking forward to it. And no one ever did just a street. That's why I was excited about the Tamiya Cobra,
Right.
GT4 thing job race car. And I have a few of those and got good plans with that. But
Is it the GT 350?
yeah, something, I don't know, whatever.
Tree
But
fitting.
it's full-on race car, and it's also all Shelby'd out, so it's not like you can't do a factory Mustang with it. You're watching the Luka Cee channel on YouTube. So I never bought this kit, and then one day I'm like, I should have bought this thing, and I found one for a good deal on eBay and snagged it, and I have it in the stash to one day do something. But this definitely gets me wanting to do it. Now I have a question about the headlights. They are clear,
They are transparent. Yeah, they're coming from the.
And
That's
there's
one
a-
piece that fits up some.
and is there like a decal to give the look of the headlight? I can't tell, or is it just white behind there? Oh, you know what I remember? There was an article in Scale Auto years ago when this kit came out, and somebody did a decal.
Oh, it was the.
Yeah, because there's
There's
no.
like a silver or something.
Yeah, that
goes
was the
back there.
bummer about this kit is there was no headlight detail,
Yeah.
and someone did a decal to put behind there to give you the headlight decal. I can't remember who it was, but it was on the cover of Scale Auto back around in 2015. But I'm thinking I'm going to have to play with that Tamiya kit, even though it's a different scale. I wonder if those headlights would work if you were to copy those headlights and put them in
Yeah,
there.
I think you
Because
have
it's
to
being
actually-
a Shelby, even though when they changed the headlights in 2018, but the Shelbys kept the first version like that.
So that's all.
Nobody cares.
The whole body is all one piece. So
Yeah.
that's actually a molded piece of plastic in the background there, and you have to like tuck a light lens up in front of it, some sort of weird deal. And I managed to get some silver paint on there, and then just kind of go with it that way.
Looks great.
Thank you.
That actually kind of gets me more interested in building the model now.
These are pre-painted. The taillights are pre-painted.
Thank goodness.
And it's a piece of black plastic that's pre-painted. It's based in white, and then they do some red over it. But then I went over it again with some transparent red, just to build up the.
It looks good. It totally looks good because.
Thank you.
If
they
anybody,
give you the little gas cap decal too.
Oh, nice.
So yeah.
Well,
it's a pretty comprehensive decal set.
The thing with the taillights, if anybody's built the Tamiya one, will know that there's weirdness about trying to get those taillights right is really, really difficult.
John talks about that.
Yeah, those taillights are,
John could do a whole video. I wish John would be on camera once in a while.
Yeah.
He'd do a whole video on those stupid taillights.
Those taillights are it's just, I don't know how to explain it, but optical, when it's just a clear piece with all the different angles, you're not sure where it's got to be black and where it's got to be red, and you end up painting the wrong thing because everything it's like you got to think backwards.
It's easier
and
to just start driving around the neighborhood looking for one of those things to take pictures of.
Well, I had pictures. I had very detailed pictures of taillights. That wasn't the issue. I knew
on the model where to.
Yeah,
okay.
But the model, when it's all clear because there's so many angles, optical illusions start to happen, and you start painting the wrong piece, and it's like you get all backwards, and you start painting things that should be clear red.
I have that with chrome. Sometimes it's too shiny, I can't see the detail in it. So if I do a flat coat on there, then I can actually see the detail better.
Yeah.
I guess it's part of being old. I don't know. But I've gone to the eye doctor. I'm like, I can't see shiny stuff, and they're like, stay up by the grass. So I'm like, all right, fine, whatever. I said, stop coming here. You don't have insurance.
Is that what they say to you?
That's what they always say,
yeah.
So I have just one more.
Okay, yeah, which kind of goes along the line of the Mustang.
Yeah, so this would be chasing after the Mustang.
Yeah.
Actually, I did this one box stock.
Oh,
and
yes.
It's still pretty cool.
You sure did.
I should show that
Got
too.
that, but actually we could go.
But being an Indy 500 fan, and that's a lineage that goes back through my grandfather, and we might actually be able to see and tour the museum this summer.
Oh yeah,
summer trip.
Yeah, you're going to be in that area.
Right. It's actually a birthday gift from Mrs. BG to go to the Indy 500 museum and tour.
Niceness.
I
would love to go see that. I would love to go see that. Yeah, that's very cool.
She's saving her special birthday trip for, I think, Ireland.
Hey, bud. Program director's here.
What's up, Felix?
He said his piece and he's gone.
Okay.
Just like that.
We will get right on that. So
pop it back up there. Just let the people see.
I was worried about it rolling.
Yeah, okay, you can take it down now. I'm done with it. You're wrecking the studio.
Whoops.
Now that's a nice build, and that's a that also shows how. I think I have a version of that Camaro. I think I have when they did it as a cop car.
They did, yeah.
Okay, so I have that, so I could build one of those Camaros.
I really believe they did the cop car version, but yeah, this guy here, my niece up in Alaska sent us 2 of these kits. So I gifted one to my nephew Dex, who loves the Gulf Oil racing livery, and he's working on that one as we speak.
As we speak.
Oh. Meaning he's been working on it since December, and we've got it primed.
Cool. Moving right along.
But one of the reasons why I did that small scale portion was to figure out how to paint the livery, and now that I have that sort of figured out, now I can help him paint his.
Nice, because you got knowledge.
I got knowledge.
Oh,
I got brains I haven't used yet. So yeah.
That's cool. Yeah, definitely open your eyes up to snap kits. There's so much goodness in them, and not to mention good slump busters.
It's a wholesome thing to do.
It's a wholesome thing to do, and that's what we're about. But now here's another advantage to some snap kits. When my daughter was young, there was a great series put out by MTV. I was going to say MTV. I don't know why. I don't even watch it. There was a great,
Road Rule?
great, yeah, that's strange. There was a great, okay, lost train of thought.
When Denise was young.
When Denise was young,
First year of school.
there was a great series put out by AMT called Slammers.
Oh yeah, Slammers.
They had some of the coolest cars, but what was really cool about them, as I was buying those and she's building them, and I'm going, oh yeah, I got a plan for those when she's done and she's played with them and whatnot. Because that was the nice thing about them is she built them. She actually would take some and enter them in local model contests for fun and won some awards. But I'm eyeballing them because some of them had the coolest wheels and tires.
Oh right, yeah.
Yeah, so when she got older and didn't care about them anymore, and they were kind of like in her room, laying over in the corner, I would. I take them and they go into my model room, and I have one here that you can see how dusty it's been sitting in the corner. But look at those wheels that it came with.
That is.
I don't know what the heck, but I just know one day I'll have something cool to put those under. I know you would like them because something you've done some stuff that you did some wheels that were reminiscent of.
Is this like a ZZ Top car or something?
It's just a custom thing job. Mercury Zephyr stretched out like an Auburn thing. They just
this would be an awesome vintage Batmobile.
No kidding.
Right?
That's a great idea.
You just need to clean it up.
Yeah, there you go.
No, those wheels are. Those are sweet.
Are they cool or what?
You might want to let me have those.
You could probably do something very neat with them.
Yeah.
But there was like they did some pro streets. They did some they had all different types of cars that had really neat wheels and tires with them, and I would raid them and use them on other things, like other model cars.
We were talking about this Toyota kit here.
Yeah, this Toyota kit. Had to get it.
This guy right here.
Yeah, that got about a year ago. They put it back out.
Was it that long ago?
Something like that. Year or two.
I was on the fence about getting this guy, and then I took a look inside the box, and I'm like, oh yeah, it's that awesome.
Oh, and there's a
sandwich,
silverfish in there.
an awesome sandwich spread color, but there's no chrome on this one, right?
I don't think so.
Yeah, no chrome, so that's fun. I mean, that saves you a step there, right? But the wheels in this.
Oh wow!
Those
I
look
didn't
like-
even notice that. The
Those
wheels
look like weld off-road wheels.
totally.
So we'll have to get a picture.
There's
of
a
that.
nice, but yeah, you can't look at the decals; they're sealed up, but they look like good decals.
And it's got a rubber band.
What are the tires like in that?
It doesn't have any.
Oh, okay. They're plastic. Oh, they're right here. Oh, the tires are.
And it comes with an ashtray.
Oh, good deal. We need that around here.
Yeah.
Wow, very cool.
But yeah, I mean, this is just.
I didn't even
very
really
cool.
take that close of a look at it. I just bought it. I see. Back in the '80s, I loved these trucks, the
so did
Toyota
I.
trucks. I
Yeah.
loved them. I wanted one. I ended up buying a Nissan.
I grew up in the San Francisco Bay Area in California, and when I was in high school, it was in the late 80s, early 90s, and the mini truck craze was going on. You know, you had to wear the Cosby sweater with the gold chain, and you had the very, very crisp mullet thing going on, right? Now, I never did that, but I did peg my
Really?
pants.
Okay.
So I did roll my pants, but and that was like a Pee Wee Herman thing. I'm not sure, but you got one of these little pickup trucks, and you lowered that thing as much as you could, and you put speakers in it as big as you could afford, and amplifiers and all that stuff.
Oh yeah.
And if you were one of those dudes that had a 4x4 of one of these, and you went driving down the street, guys would just laugh like, "Look at this fool! I got the 4x4." And nowadays, the 4x4s are still on the road.
Yeah.
And all those stupid mini trucks are like,
Yeah. So the mini truck.
they're all died on a speedboat.
Oh yeah.
Where's your truck? It's at the Safeway.
Yeah, on the speed bump caught us. See, here in Phoenix, because I went to high school here in Phoenix, because I've lived here most of my life, here in Phoenix. The mini truck craze, it was pretty popular, but not like it was in California. But the four-wheel drive mini trucks were hot here. I was in that whole scene because I bought I bought a '84 Nissan 4-wheel drive extended cab. In '86. In '86, I bought it. So it was a low mileage used vehicle, but it was like almost new. And I bought that thing. It was my first vehicle on payments. I owned it for about 5 years, and over the years that I had it, I also lifted it a little bit. I put bigger tires on it. Oh, heck, I'll put a picture of it right there.
Those were easy to modify.
Oh yeah, they're really easy to modify.
Aftermarket was pretty good.
Yeah, it was really and there still is a lot of off-road shops around town.
It's really easy to modify a truck like that when you can just lift up the bumper and unbolt the unbolt the leaf spring up front.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, that was the nice thing about the problem that I had with mine is that it had independent front suspension, but it had torsion bars.
Oh yay!
Which was really great. So you just cranked down the torsion bar.
Oh, okay.
So I ended up getting Rancho bigger torsion bars.
Oh, Rancho.
Lifted that thing up, Rancho suspension all the way around that thing.
White shocks.
Yeah, had to have that. I had my big BF Goodrich all-terrain tires and modular wheels, and I jacked that thing just a little. I didn't want to go too much with mine. I did it a little bit.
You started sacrificing ride quality.
Exactly. And I drove that truck everywhere. I took it on road trips. I loved that truck so much. What my sister used to refer to as get-in-ability. Yeah, get-in-ability. That was no problem back. I was younger, I was skinnier, and I could shimmy right up that thing and boop, pew. Yep. I loved that truck. If I could have done one of those things, I probably would have had 3 of them, Yeah, they were cool. But I remember I had a friend of mine, before I bought mine, he had this body style Toyota, which was the 79, 80, 81, I think they changed the body style in 82 or 83 or maybe 84, I don't know. But what was cool about this truck, this is before Toyota went independent front suspension. It just had the live front axle. So these were the ones, guys were launching these up in the stratospheric heights with gigantic tires because they were so easy to lift because you just had to put the blocks in between the spring and the
I had a high school buddy that kept one. It was my friends Bryan and Jason Silva. Good dudes. I'm actually still in contact with them today.
Oh, how cool!
These many hundreds of years later, and one of them looked just like this type of thing, right?
Yeah.
And it was set up completely stock.
Oh,
and
really?
He loved his truck. His brother had trouble with making decisions that were good. It was like the light side and the dark side of the force type of thing, these twins. So so he had a red one, and he got that thing raised up with big balloon tires on it and all this kind of stuff, and he was complaining about the drive. It was just bouncing.
Oh, gosh, yeah.
Like, I'm going to sell it. I'm like, okay. So he writes up this thing during class when it's a post on a wall. And he's like, lists all the stuff that he's done to it. And then at the very bottom he says, the color is 49ers red. I'm like, you might not want to put that on there. He goes, why? I said, they are not doing well here. So, yeah.
Niners, dude. Yeah, that was
But, yeah, I remember when he pulled into the parking lot with that truck after he had that thing modified, we were like, oh, Bryan.
Yeah, this whole, with that livery and everything.
Yeah.
Livery. I want to do that truck right there but I want to put bigger wheels and tires and jack it to the moon.
I mean,
because that screams 80s.
Yeah, actually, that box art looks like something out of like G.I. Joe or
yeah, no kidding,
Action Man or something like that with the raft on the back and the orange bumper. Now with new dinosaur catching tool.
Yeah, see, and it gives you those. It's too bad it don't give you the. I kind of remember there was a color I really liked with this type of graphics. You remember they just love stick-on graphics. Yeah, there was a blue one that I really liked. A blue.
Oh yes, I remember that one. It had a color tone interior that kind of matched that. I used to work at the Toyota truck plant in Fremont.
Really?
Yeah, fresh out of high school, I was working there, and on my lunch breaks, I'd go for a wander around that plant, and I saw how they applied these decals to the side. Mm-hmm. The truck comes rolling off the assembly line. It goes through this station where they had like one of the biggest dudes there, right? Mm-hmm. And the truck comes through there, and he's got a tool belt with mallets aplenty. And then
man.
he's got like a little work cart. He's got like the big sandbag, leather sandbag type of thing. And he's got these gloves on, and he's just going over every seam on that truck. And he's like where the hood meets the top of the fender. I'm walking past it. I start walking slower. I'm like, what's going on here? This guy, he's feeling it. He's slowing down, and he pulls out a hammer. Bam!
Damn!
Feels it again. And, all right, type of thing goes over by where the door meets up to the back of the cab area. He feels that, and he gets out his leather pillow thing, and he just starts smacking on that, type of thing, and feels around. I'm like, oh, I did not know that's how they did the fit and finish.
Wow,
Apparently
that's pretty cool.
All car manufacturers do that stuff.
Oh yeah.
But after it gets bruised, it goes into this area where there's a pit on either side of the assembly line, and there's two very lovely ladies down there. They're very nice. They're just chatting away about coleslaw recipes or something. And they just, as the truck rolled by, eye level was the midsection of the door, and they just sprayed the side of the door with soapy water, and then peeled off of the stack of decals. If it was a white truck, it got certain type. If it was a tan truck, they had like several different stacks. Peeled off a decal, and then just squeegeed out the water.
Wow.
And as the truck rolled by, type of thing, I'm like...
They knew what they were doing, too.
And a dealer would charge you how much extra for those graphics?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, they're literally applying water slide decals at the factory.
Yeah, and boy, those ladies, they knew what they were doing. They could do something that would take, like you and I, a half a day, plus extra part of the night to do, and they would have all kinds of hair under them.
I just remember working there, and the disillusionment was running thick.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thank you for that story.
You're welcome. Sorry to ruin anything for you.
Nah, another off-ramp.
Did I said spoilers?
No.
Okay.
No, it was just, an off-ramp. But we do that on this show.
Well, Teslas aren't made. They're actually brought down from space, dropped off.
This is a fact?
I read it on the internet, so it's got to be true.
It's got to be true. I agree. Totally agree.
Well, what do you think, Chief? Shall we get on to the shows and stuff?
Yes, I think we should. We can wrap this subject up.
Okay.
We hit it hard. And what do you got to say about some...
Like a Toyota pickup truck and final assembly.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Bravo. Touche. Or whatever.
So...
Oh, here he comes. What now? Oh, I just got punched. And then he runs off.
That's Felix saying, wrap it up.
Yep. Okay, so,
shows. This weekend, we're going to be in Southern California going to Sprue Fest.
Sprue Fest?
Hobbies. Now, I've been contacted by a good friend of mine, Joe. From
You have a good friend?
I do. I have just the one.
Wow.
His name is Joe. His channel's called Mad Genius Productions.
Mad Genius Productions.
He used to do cars. He's kind of shifted from that into military aircraft and stuff like that. I still respect him. But
not a problem.
He said he might be in the area and he might be able to stop in and say hello.
Oh, how cool.
So I thought that might be really cool. I've been friends with him for quite a while, ever since he started his channel.
Oh, neat.
I always give him a hard time about his lighting. Yeah.
You're one of those. I mean,
how
nice of you.
He never does a face reveal or like that, but he always has on black gloves and stuff whenever he's doing his videos, and he has a black background. So this, whatever you're looking at, just magically turns.
Oh,
it's kind of.
That's kind of. I gotta check that out.
It's kind of fun. Yeah,
that would be cool.
He's a good guy. And then the following Sunday, we're going to go to Art Lasky's show, SoCal Open.
The SoCal Open.
And
that's you saw that at the beginning of this.
That's right. That's right.
I've been advertising it for him.
We've been getting emails. We subscribe to Art's email and stuff, and he is really good about tracking down sponsors, getting people to come to the show. He actually mentioned that all of his vendor tables are sold out.
Whoa!
Sold out.
This is going to be a good one then.
Yes, not like the last show we went to where vendor tables we were told were sold out, but that just meant that somebody said, "Yeah, I'll take a table," but didn't actually pay for it.
Oh, okay.
So there was a lot of space that was still available for vending.
Oh, I'm going to have to do some post work. I think a lot of the mic was very low.
Oh, is it dropping off on power? Okay, so
I should have done that earlier. Anyways, continue on.
So then anyway, he's been posting these emails about who's coming. To me is now a major sponsor, and That's kind of
Oh,
awesome.
that is awesome.
That's awesome.
Wow, that's really
and
cool.
then right now they're kind of doing a thing where they're doing a an Iwata airbrush giveaway for people that sign up early. And I think you have until today, or perhaps Friday. I'm not quite sure when that is, but yeah.
Which that's today.
If you do.
Probably, I don't know when this
That's
drops.
true, yeah.
Yes, because this is Wednesday right now.
Time of recording, yeah.
Time of recording.
Watch a lot of comic book review stuff on YouTube, and people are always saying time of recording. So I'm like, I feel official when I say that.
Oh,
But,
well, I'm glad. I'm glad we provided fantasy. Okay.
And to conclude, so we got those two shows coming up.
Yes.
And then NNL West. We know it got moved from end of January, beginning of February to June 11th.
Yes.
So if you're making plans to go to the California Bay Area of California, I believe it's held in Santa Clara. I need food and oxygen. But yeah, those are the shows. We're not going to make it to that one because we're going to be going to Wonderfest out there in old Kentucky.
Oh.
Yeah, Louisville.
I'm kind of jealous about that one. I would love to go to Wonderfest. I never heard of it until you were talking about it, and Tim told me about it. Didn't realize what a big show it was for science fiction.
Ever since I learned about it just now.
Yeah, that's how I feel about it. That's me all the way. I definitely got a plan on going to that one of these years.
That's been on my radar for a couple decades.
Because quite honestly, I mean, that's what brought me into the hobby was science fiction models, really.
Yeah, right.
My love affair for the miniatures.
MPC, Darth Vader's TIE Fighter with Darth Vader on the pooping stool.
That's the best one. That was what started. That is what started it for me. That was my first one.
It looks like the Lincoln Memorial, and somebody dressed it up as Darth Vader.
Now that could be an interesting diorama.
I think that needs to be a cosplay right there.
Nice, nice. I don't know how you engineer that, but that could be a good one. So, with that being said,
right.
This was a fantastic show.
Thank you.
I think. What do you guys think?
And congratulations to you too.
Oh, yeah.
I do want to say,
please,
one last thing that we'd like to take this opportunity to say that we know that there are many other shows on YouTube that talk models, model cars specifically, and stuff like that. And we want to thank you for spending time with us talking about model cars.
Because that's what we talk about.
And things that go along with it.
And whatever diversions that happen.
Right. We had very few off-ramps on this one. So
no, we stayed on topic pretty good.
Yeah, it's probably because this one's closed.
Not great, but pretty good.
Yes, the Ritalin is kicking in. That's what's in here. All right.
I don't know why I did that.
Let's go to Andy's.
Okay.
Here's the producers.